Hey people, Happy New Year's. Cleaning my room, but I happened to stop and see that there was a comment on one of my older videos, the BDSM as performance art. And I got a comment on there. It was actually a set of two comments. First one being, let me bring it back down here. I didn't mind it. Aren't we a bunch of perverts? Second one, also, are you judging them here? I don't believe that you didn't want to be judged. Okay. There's a major difference between what you do in private and what you do in public. This was the point of that video. What you do in private, in your home, in your bedroom, in a play public, in a play space that's separated from the general public is one thing. What you do in public is a whole other thing. First, let's make it very clear: the people who were doing this thing, and for those who don't want to take the time to go watch that video, basically it was a well-dressed woman and a well-dressed man, where the man was crawling on his hands and knees while wearing a collar attached to a dog leash, which was being held by the female who was walking him. Here's the thing. That's not okay. I said, I mean, it would be great if society was ready for this. It's not. We are 20 to 30 years away from society being anywhere near ready for this. And I could do the whole let's think about the children thing. But the reality is that regardless of what the intention was of this, you don't do shit in public. Okay? Especially, this was Europe, and I see porn videos all the time of people doing shit in public, and, 90% of those are probably fake. But the thing about it is that you don't play in public. Just don't. The only time that I have ever played in public, and it was a safe area, was at the Folsom Street Fair. And that is blocked off from the general public. You have to specifically go into that area. If you do, you know exactly what you're going to get. This was just on some street with some people filming it, and the general public walking by. And then I know the whole, I could do the whole, what if little kids saw it? Yeah. It's just, I don't mind, public displays of affection. You want to hold hands, you want to kiss, whatever. You want to, sneak something in while people aren't looking, that's fine. But don't go out onto a major street somewhere and do something as stupid as this. It's just stupid. It serves no purpose. It doesn't get across any point. And regardless if it's performance art or not, it's stupid. It actually hurts our cause. What you're doing is you're shoving this in people's faces. And that is the total opposite of what I want to do. I want to talk about it. I want to live it. I want to enjoy it. I want to be able to do what I did last night and have a great time and not worry about somebody coming to my door and knocking on it and trying to arrest me because of me doing it. And if people do this shit, go out into public and do play in public, they're going to start cracking down on us. For the most part, I live in one of the most conservative states in the country, in Utah. Okay, the play clubs are here have to do layers of protection. You can't have an actual play club. What you actually have to have is you're sneaking to do a play club in a warehouse with an owner that's okay with it. You have to own a house and have a private party that so that if the cops come and show up, it's not a play club, it's somebody's house. You have to have layers of protection of people can't go unless they've gone to a munch, and then they have to have a sponsor, and then so on and so on and so on. And they have to check your Facebook profile, and they have to check your FetLife profile, and they have to check to see if you're actually a real person or not. This is where we are at in the community. Stuff like this, and stuff like that that English trans woman who is living as a 6-year-old child with in obviously a very BDSM oriented relationship, where one of the photos I saw was of her and the two people she's with, of her in a collar and a leash, and I just went, oh God, this is not going to be good. It's not. It's not good for the trans community. It's not good for the little community. It's not good for the BDSM community. Because, in my opinion, it's fine. Do what you gotta do. The fact that this person still has children who were under the age of 18, who left their marriage and decided to do this, that's fine. But don't fucking publicize it. Don't fucking go out there and go, look, I'm an example. You're not. You make us all look bad. And whether I'm judging them, yes, I am. Because when you take something like we do and put it out in public, people don't understand it. I can see it and I can enjoy it for what it is because I understand it. Okay, even this transgender girl in England, doing the little thing, doing the BDSM thing, that's cool. Just don't fucking go out and be out there and go, look at me, I'm so great. No, you're not. Just do it. See, that's called a door. Okay, that's a door into a room. And when you cross into this room, there really is no rules. There really is no guidelines that say I can't do. As long as what happens is that the person that I am playing with can then exit that room, go out that door, and not have to go to the hospital or go into a morgue, and I'm not being taken out in handcuffs, that's all that matters. I don't think those are too hard of things to ask for. And eventually down the road, what we do won't matter. See, the thing about it is that I don't want to be accepted by society. I just want society to leave me alone. And with people like this video I did, and like that person, it's trying to spotlight on me. And all I really want is just to be left alone. Don't care. Oh, that's what you're into? Okay, cool. End of story. I don't think that's too hard to ask for. But when you got people like this, it does make it hard for us. And you might not personally mind it. You might not have a problem with it. But it's not you I'm worried about. It's the mom who's going to then call the cops, who's then going to be screaming at the local officials, and they're going to wind up creating this campaign, which is going to lead to shit like people being falsely accused of human trafficking because somebody's overreacting to a thing, to a BDSM scene. We are at a moment in history where if we do not realize that we need to pull back on these kind of people and call them out for their stupidity, it's going to hurt all of us. This happened to the gay community. It's happening to us. As I've always stated, we are about 20 to 30 years behind the gay community. Yes, we don't have as many legal issues as they do. But trust me, the fact that you are kinky, the fact that you have toys like I do over here, some cop walks in my room and sees that, he's immediately going to assume a whole ton of shit that isn't true. Obviously, I'm a psycho, and I can hurt people and kill people because I have floggers and I have swords and I have all of this crap. I have a leash. I have a leather leash on my door. So, don't sit here and pretend as if that was perfectly fine, because it wasn't. Really, at the end of the day, just shut up. Do your thing. Don't blast it all over Facebook. Don't blast it, don't go out in the middle of your community and go, I'm kinky, look at me. Save it for parades. Because, we are usually okay to go to gay rights parades. To pride parades. Do it at your local club. Do it here on YouTube. Do it on FetLife. Do it in your bedroom. Do whatever you want. Just don't take it to the public because they're not ready for us. Well, that was an 11-minute some odd rant. That's it for now. Be well and safe.